Hey guys. I want to tell y'all about my girls trip with my sister-in-law. We went to Rodeo Drive. We also went to Napa. But I just want to show you some little things that I got. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hi guys. So, me and my sister-in-law I just got back from a trip to Rodeo. We went shopping, we went out, we wanted to see what it was about. We did make, why is that torn like that? Somebody been in here messing around. But we did make a lot of appointments because we didn't want to wait in lines and stuff like that. We wanted that treatment. We already went in. I went in knowing what I was going to buy from Chanel and LV minimum, okay? Whenever I go in stores, I like to go in stores and at least buy something. Like, so if I'm going to that store, I am going to, especially when I'm making an appointment, I'm going to that store to get at least something. It might not be something big, it might not be something that's a lot, but I want something. So just to do a little recap before I get into some of these unboxings. So on the first day we landed, we stayed at the Sofitel Hotel. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. We stayed in a Beverly Suite. It was awesome. And we went that night, we went to Hermes and we stopped at another store, I want to say. There's a bunch of places. If I cannot remember them, I'll just list them over here. And our Balenciaga, I'll put in the little comments the things that we were looking at. I was really considering this little cute purse from Ferragno's, little pink cute purse, and the Balenciaga oversized cardigan, which I'm still getting an invoice for, and I don't think I'm going to get it right now. But yeah, I stopped over in there, saw those, looked at those items. It was really nice, really quaint. And somewhere in between there, I lost my 14 karat, my 14 karat white gold 5 carat diamond tennis bracelet somewhere. Don't know where it is. Talk about starting off your trip. I noticed it when I got in Hermes. Anyway, went in Hermes, tried on some of these shoes that I really thought I was going to get, only to realize that they weren't for me. They were like these boots. They had been running through my mind rent free. Tried them on, and I was like, that little corner toe by my big toe wasn't working. So didn't get it. Had an appointment there. People were nice. My sister-in-law got some things. Kept it moving. Then the next day is whenever everything went down. Our first stop was LV. I knew when I went to LV, I was going to get this perfume that I always wanted, and at minimum the perfume. So walked in, oh my gosh, we had an appointment. The treatment was so amazing. This LV is 3 stories, and we only went because my original essay here told me that when we go to Beverly Hills, we had to go to this LV. So we went to this LV. It's 3 stories. On the top, it has the sitting out deck that you can sit out. Me and my sister-in-law, I'll insert a picture. We're sitting out on the deck towards the end as we were waiting to check out. It was absolutely beautiful. If we didn't have places to go, we would have sat there for like almost all day. But anyway, 3 floors. First floor is like all of the like luggage stuff. It has fine jewelry. It has the SOGs. It has purses. Ooh, too cute. Then the second floor is all men's stuff. And then the third floor is all the women's stuff and the outside patio. So we went through all 3 floors, honey. Sure did. I did see this cute vanity, but it was like 128K. But I was like, one day when I make it like that, I would love to have that in my closet because I feel like it could fold up and have all the perfect spots. But, and I did find some shades, but they were like $600. And I was like, I got a lot of shops to go to, and that $600 can go so much further somewhere else. I did go past my budget because, honey, I thought that I was only going to spend like $1,000. Why I thought that. Anyway, so in LV, I did pick up this bottle of Spell on You. I have been obsessed with this one. I have been carrying it around for months now, using my travel size. And so I finally got a bottle of the Spell New. Gosh. Y'all, this smells so good. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like peonies, and it probably don't have peonies in it, but it's like the only flower I really know. But it's like peonies and baby powder mixed together and made something for adults. Love it. So I got this, and then we went up to I tried on a couple bags, like a cousin and all this other stuff. But honestly, I wasn't in the market for bags. I'm trying to get away because I have so many, like at this point, and that's not like a whole lot, but I have so many and I don't rotate through them as much as I would like to. So went up to the second floor because for Father's Day, I wanted to get my husband something. And whenever we were in LV, he never looks, one, he doesn't really do designer stuff, and he never looks at anything. But when we got in there, he was looking at these blue LV shoes. And they're like suede, they were gorgeous. It was like in the demi bean pattern or something like that, but in blue. And they were low tops. And I was like, I've never seen him wear low tops. But he kept picking these up. He kept going back and picking them up. Apparently, he went back and picked up other shoes too, but I didn't see those because I was looking around and doing other stuff. So I was like, I want to get him some LV shoes for Father's Day, but you know, it rains in the Pacific Northwest. So I was like, I can't really do the suede. And the SA was like, girl, leave that alone. Let me go show you something else. So she brought me over and showed me these canvas print tennis shoes. I wanted some for myself, honey. They were mad cute. But I was like, I don't think that he would wear that. And so she showed me these. And these are the ones that I got for my husband. And actually, he just opened them up today. And he loved them. He was like, were you following me around? I was like, what? He was like, yeah, these were the ones that I just kept picking up and looking at. And I was like, ow. I know my husband, because even though I didn't see him pick up these shoes, I just knew. I was like, oh, they're down played enough to where he won't feel some kind of way about wearing them. He might not wear them as much, but I could tell him it's coated canvas. He can wear that out in the rain. He ain't got to worry about it, honey, because this is what LV luggage is made of. So that was a win. Bought him those shoes. Then my sister-in-law was getting stuff. So whenever we're going to these places, like I'm buying stuff, my sister-in-law buying stuff, which could have been reason the treatment for a lot of places. But anyway, went upstairs to the third floor. I was trying on shoes. I tried on this little cute Chelsea boot. I might go back for it. I'm getting a little bit more like bold in my prints and stuff like that. I guess, even though I normally go for the real calm, but I feel like you can have some pieces that are a little loud. And maybe that Fendace jacket did that for me. But, oh, I tried on quite a few of their little boots. I don't think I took a picture of all of them. But they weren't for me. A lot of them didn't fit right. In LV, I wear like a 42. Not all, like a 41 was not working. So it looks like an LV, I wear like a 42. So... But anyway, went outside, chilled, looked at the view, insert pictures of what the view were, insert pictures of what we looked like. I thought we were doing it to it. Left LV, and we went to our next appointment, which was Chanel. So, and that's not exactly on Rodeo. That's like that one street behind Rodeo or whatever like that. But there's a store on Rodeo where Chanel's trying to move to. So went in there. This was my first experience, y'all. First experience in a major boutique, because the boutique here is inside Nordstrom's. It's smaller. Don't really have things. They don't sell everything. They'll sell purses, but they don't get a lot of inventory. Glasses are always bare. Honey, walked into the Rodeo Chanel. First of all, felt like that because people waiting in line and they're like, you have an appointment? I was like, yeah, me and my sister-in-law. And they're like, okay, girl, come in. Go in, it's beautiful. I didn't record in a lot of places because I personally don't feel comfortable recording in these type of establishments. And honestly, my YouTube ain't really popping like that for me to be out there looking crazy. And so anyway, went in, looked around, waiting for the SA to come, who was awesome whenever he showed up. But I knew when I went in the Chanel that I wanted to go in and get the Mademoiselle body oil because I was running low and I can't find it online. And I want, which is why I originally purchased it, and I wanted the Mademoiselle perfume. And I was thinking that like that little green SOG card flap, I would get that. I walked in, I saw it, I saw the color, I was like, ooh, this is not my green, and I love green. So I left it. But I did grab this, and it's not the Mademoiselle. It's not the Mademoiselle. And it's like their newer fragrance is Paris, Paris. Like, and the guy told me a trick. He was like, you know, if you're spraying it on the paper, it was between this and the rose. The rose was a very, very light. And I don't know, this one just went out. So he told me to spray it on my finger. I was spraying on my finger, walking around smelling it, and I couldn't get this out of my head. So I ended up getting this over the Mademoiselle. And if you just smell it from the bottle, it kind of smells like dirt. It kind of smells like dirt. But whenever I sprayed it on me and I sprayed it on the paper in the store, this was that girl. So I'm excited, adding her to the collection. And then I was looking at earrings and stuff, but my sister-in-law grabbed the earrings that I wanted. And if y'all know anything about Chanel fashion jewelry, it don't stay there long. It's expensive, but it don't stay there long because they only do a couple pieces and it runs out a lot. And it runs anywhere from $550 to like $1,000, $1,400 for fashion jewelry. Yes, I know, I'm very much aware. I did see these cute little, really big silver fashion jewelry, and I passed on them. But now I'm trying to work with the SA to get them because I cannot get them out of my head, honey. They're living rent free. So then I was looking at the bags, and I thought I was gonna like Chanel 19, but when I picked it up and I put it on, she was not for me. She was giving me like a diaper booty type vibe. I don't know. She was not for me. Beautiful colors. She just wasn't for me. However, that gray Chanel walk, Chanel 19 walk, oh, I keep thinking about it. And I don't even do walks, but I keep thinking about it. So I don't know. I might come back, go on, but I'm waiting because I really want a Kelly 28, some kind of grease layer, a tan with palladium hardware, Kelly 28. I'm holding out for it, and I don't like to duplicate my bags and my colors. Y'all should kind of know that, especially hardwares and stuff. So anyway, but I did leave that there. But of course I went to the shoes because your girl is obsessed with shoes. But anyway, saw the boots, told him, I was like, hey, can you go, I just want to try them on because I saw these and I'm on the list. And and I didn't see any, but I wanted the black and gold ones. I didn't see them, so I told him, I was like, hey, I really want to try these on. Can you go see if you have the size? And he was like, yeah, sure. I was like, but just going to throw this out there as a wild card. Like, I really want the black and gold ones, and if you happen to have the black and gold in my size, I'm interested in those. Like, I know I'm interested in those, especially if I can fit them. He bought these shoes back. And when I tell y'all, I saw him coming out. My sister-in-law, first my sister-in-law saw him coming out, and she was like, he's coming out with a box. He's coming out with a box. I turn around, and on top of the box, y'all, are these shoes. I was cheesing like a chess cat because I could not believe that the shoes that I had asked this man for, he had found. He had found the shoes I had asked him for. These combat boots and gold hardware. And now listen, these boots are expensive. They are the price of a bag. But I knew whenever he bought them out, if I could fit my Bigfoot bandit self in these bugs, I was going to get them. I was going to get them because you don't play with designer shoes that you really, really want. And I really, really wanted these. And if there's a shoe that you're obsessed with and you've tried or something like that, or you can't get out of your mind because it lives rent-free and it's designer and you have the funds, even if it's like taken away from something else, you have big feet. And when I say big feet, I mean size 40 and above. Don't play. Do not play with them. get the shoe because they might not be there and you might not find them again. And if you find them on the resale market, somebody probably could have worn through them. They could be way overpriced and a premium, especially Chanel. A lot of Chanel stuff is going for a premium these days. So anyway, found these shoes, put them on, was super, super, super surprised that they were so light. And combat boots are my home because I wore them all day, every day for over a decade. These were super light. They're so cute. This Chanel right here across the front does it for me. It does it for me. It has the Velcro side right here. It has the lambskin that's super soft. It has the solid boot thing. It has that classic Chanel little stripe across the top. They're all black with the gold, and the gold just looks sploochy. And that's why I'm trying to find me somebody's gold Chanel earrings. And I know I can use any gold earrings, but I feel like I need the gold Chanels. Okay, the bottom. Look at the bottom there. Instead of like a lot of designer shoes being smooth, they put the little circle rivets so that you still get that traction. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to get that traction there. Down there, you still get that little piece. It's stamped right there with the Chanel. Like, yo. Y'all. Okay. We're going to move on because I've probably been talking about these too long. I was stoked. Moving on. At this point, we're not going to talk about the whole trip because I'm going to be running my suck. And my kids are running around. So, anyway, we're on our way. And I think at this point, we're going back because I have passed Dior and I want to see some stuff. And we had our next appointment and I think it was Cartier. Went into Cartier. I wasn't really feeling it because I lost my tennis bracelet. So when we scheduled it like a month or 2 months ago, I was about it. Wasn't about it. I did try it on the Trinity ring. I really want it, but I'm going to be going through a big process and a surgery. So I wanted to wait to see what happens. Weight wise, in order for me, it's going to be a weight loss surgery. I'll talk about it later. Anyway, to see what happens with the Trinity ring, so I didn't want to spend the money on it. I also tried the Justin Clue, really liked it, but again, the weight thing. But the treatment wasn't as good as everywhere else that we were. They all treated us like we just felt special. It felt like a rodeo moment, you know what I'm saying? But in Cartier, it didn't. Looked at stuff. Whatever. Sister-in-law bought something. So then we are walking down the street because we're trying to go to our next appointment, which is Van Cleef. We're trying to go to our next appointment, which is Van Cleef. Got a little bit of time, and we walked past the Fendace pop-up. And y'all know when Fendace came out, I did get the Fendace hat, and I did keep the Fendace like pink reversible coat. Oh, I love that thing. But I was also obsessed with like the Fendace, the star of the collection, the Peekaboo purse. And I was obsessed with the shoes, but they all ran out of my shoes. It was like the Fendi shoes. So they ran out of those. So I was like, okay. So anyway, I go in, I'm looking, and I kind of was thinking I wanted that reversible bathing suit. But they didn't have it in my size. I probably could have stopped by actual Fendi and saw if they had it in my size, but didn't have time, honey. It was a lot. So I was looking, and I come across the shoes. And when I saw them, it was like my Chanel shoes. Because when I tell y'all, since Fendace came out, it has been living rent-free in my head because I wanted these shoes. And Fendi shoes, I can wear a 40. In the open toe. I didn't know what I wore in closed toe shoes. So I figured a 40.5 would be fine, but a 41 would be too much. So I'm sitting up here looking and I see the shoes. And I asked them and she was like, oh, I don't have a 40.5, but I have a 40 and it's the last pair. And I was like, well, bring them out because, honey, a 40 for everything else, you can see here, fit. So she goes, she gets them. And she brings these out. She brings these out. I was praying that they fit. And when I tell you they did, like, The thing is, my toe does not go under this pointy part. My toe stops right here. So it's almost like they made it to be the size that they normally have for it to stop right here without consideration for this silver part, this gold part. I'm sorry. Look at this. Look at this. And these shoes are so comfortable, y'all. And they're so sexy. And I just could not. So I go and I'm like, back them up. I got them. I'm taking them. So I get these shoes and the other shoes. I am on cloud 9. Then she brings out the Fendace purse. And she was really trying to sell me on it, y'all. But I really had other things to do with my money. So I'm not even going to hold y'all and make y'all think that I got it. But I'll insert the picture of it. And that she was bad, okay? So whenever later on she comes out and nobody wants her, I will be looking for her to get her. Because she's going to be that girl and I'm going to be that bougie grandma. That bougie mama. Out here at these kids' games in Fendace, because these are a moment. That's what my sister-in-law said. She was like, they might not be something that's timeless, but they are a moment. They are a time capsule. Fendi, iconic. Versace, iconic. Opulence. That's all Fendace reads, honey. And I'm here for it. So, yes. So those two alone made my trip. Those two alone made my trip. So then we go in and we go to Van Cleef. We go in Van Cleef, y'all, and they got a little bar. They lock you in there, but there's like a bar. And you order your drink, and then the lady came, sat us down at the at her little table, and was like, "What are you into?" And I was, "What are you guys here looking for?" As we're drinking our drinks and eating our chocolates. And I was like, well, my sister-in-law is into that all gold set. She goes, gets these all gold sets and then take a picture of all of it. But the takeaway from this is the bracelet sold me. The big necklace sold me because it can be long, it can be short, it can be doubled up for medium. I'm going to get that bracelet. Excuse me. You hear me? I realized that I'm obsessing over wanting the Rolex to come in. Bump the Rolex. I want that bracelet. I want that necklace. And honestly, for the price of that one Rolex, I could get the bracelet and the necklace. I want it. Your girl's gonna get it. Okay? Saving up for it. Don't worry about it. So then we leave out of there and we go into, last store we went to was Dior. So we go into Dior and I know that I want these twillies because I'm like, I want this twilly for my Birkin. And I'm like, whatever. I know I'm crossing fashion houses, but I do not care. In my mind, this blue twilly from Christian Dior and this red and white twilly in their classic pattern, I forgot what they call it, I wanted it. And so she pulled them out. And I got them. I only got one though because in my mind I'm like, oh, okay, well I can just get one and then on the opposite end do like a normal twilly. You know what I'm saying? But I got this beautiful twilly, and if I wrap it around, I'll do it around my Birkin and I'll show y'all what that looks like. But and then on the other side it just says Christian Dior. And Christian Dior has beautiful stuff in there, y'all. I really had never been into one, but I will be going back. I also looked at one of their Lady Dior's. I will be grabbing one of those in the future. Not as quickly as I'll be grabbing that Van Cleef, but I will be grabbing me a Lady Dior. It will happen. I don't have unlimited funds. If my YouTube popped off though, maybe I could have grabbed it a little faster. And then I grabbed this beautiful blue twilly. Look at, oh, Dior just does it, honey. Just does it. And I wanted some of their clothes so bad. So whenever I lose weight, y'all, look forward to this channel having more ready to wear. Pretty much I've already stocked up on the shoes. I've stocked up on pretty much the bags. At this point I'm just waiting for like specialty bags and stuff. And then on the way out, my sister-in-law had got one of the scarves and I looked over and I was like, I want it. So I grabbed a scarf too. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Dior's Twillies are a little bit more expensive than, say, like Hermes. It's probably on par with LV because they're like 2 something. And this scarf, which is like a 90, equivalent to like a 90 centimeter scarf, is like $400 and something. But look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Like, so beautiful. Such a beautiful scarf. And again, I'm trying to really get my scarf collection up, my silk scarf collection. So between LV, Dior, Hermes, actually Cartier even has some scarves. Like, all these houses have scarves. And I think this is a really cute thing that you can collect. So, you know, for my husband, I'm gonna start telling him, like, if you want to buy me purses or shoes, you can buy me scarves. I'll send you a list of scarves that I want. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you some brooches because a girl also wants to get brooches. So yeah, I grabbed that from Dior. We actually ended up going over time, and they were really nice about it because we were looking at the fine jewelry, and there was these really cute earrings. I didn't take a picture in those, but they were like roses and like diamonds in them. They were so beautiful. But again, I keep going back. Every time I think of jewelry and I'm like, oh, I want some jewelry. I really want jewelry. The Van Cleef went out. And what's funny is I didn't think that I was going to like the Van Cleef that bad. That was my sister-in-law's thing. But when we put it on, it looks so good on her. It looks so good on me. So it's like for heavy-chested people, that big piece. Anyway, and that bracelet. Oh, but anyway. So then I look over. And your girl sees this beautiful diamond necklace. And I told her, I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't afford that, but I just want to try it on. She was so nice. She was like, okay, she went, she pulled it out the case. I was like, let me pull my hair up because if I break it, I cannot buy it and I cannot afford for these braids to get caught. And if y'all know anything about goddess braids, they like, look at this. Look at this. The free hair knots up. And you have to rip it off of stuff. And I'm not ripping it off no dang on diamond stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I put my hair up. And then I put it on. And it was gorgeous. It's a statement piece. It felt like Blink Empire, that moment when old girl was at the party and they had that limited edition LV necklace and she was in like competition. And the other chick, can't remember her name, maybe I'll put pictures in, was just like, I have that necklace. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I have the necklace. Why look like you flexing type thing? Anyway, it was giving me very much those vibes. And I just felt like that girl. I felt like, look, hold my hair up. You need to see this neck. You need to see these pieces. You need to see what's going on here. And I thought it was $250K. And she was like, oh, no, actually, it's only $125K. And I was like, only? Okay, girl, that's a steal because it's not a thing. Actually, my sister-in-law was like, that's a steal of a deal. And I was like, yeah, whenever I get money like that, don't got it like that. So go ahead and take this off. You know what I'm saying? Take this off my neck right now. I got my picture. Take it off my neck. One day when I'm mega bougie, I can afford that, we'll do that. But that's a house, okay? Don't got it. That's a very expensive, that's a very luxurious car. I don't even have one of them. Like, let's be honest. So yeah, took that off. It was so beautiful. We were like the last people out and then got the information and we left out and that ended our day with Dior. We did have a bunch of dinners and stuff like that, and I think I posted on my Instagram some of the outfits, some of the pics. So if you want to see like some of the ideas and designs that we put together, because there was a lot of luxurious stuff. I was wearing my Hermes, I was wearing my Gucci's, I was wearing my Bottegas, I was wearing my Chanel's. Like, your girl was out there. We were doing it to it. Me and my sister-in-law was shutting it down, okay? I was wearing that Birkin, giving very much her. But anyway, so we did all that. We left out and it was, oh my gosh, it was an amazing trip. It was an amazing trip. And you can have them ship stuff. California's taxes are high, but they were higher than us. So if you ship it, then they will charge the taxes for that area. So yeah, it was fun. Can't wait to go back and do it again. Whenever whenever I get my stuff together to actually buy the Van Cleef piece, I don't know if me and my sister-in-law will go into Van Cleef or if I'll just have them ship it out to me. I don't know yet. But I'm going to get the piece and y'all will see the unboxing here. Okay? But yeah, that was pretty much my trip. Let me know, have you guys ever been to Rodeo? How did it feel? Did you enjoy yourself? Like, what was it like? Let me know in the comments below. All of that. All of that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I know it was very long. Thank you for rocking with your girl. Until next time, guys. Deuces.